Every few years, Britain rediscovers an odd, faintly medieval anxiety about foreigners, and this time it's foreigners eating the Queen's swans. And this week, Farage tried it again, insisting that Eastern European migrants are poaching swans and carp from the royal parks. The Royal Parks charity says it has no reports. The RSPCA adds that the viral clip used as evidence is 15 years old and misrepresented, yet the image of the migrant sneaking away with a regal bird persists. Why? Because Britain has a long history of inventing baroque, food-based slanders about outsiders whenever it feels threatened. During the First World War, anti-German hysteria reached the absurd. Dachshunds, the Kaiser's dog, were beaten or kicked in the street. Owners rebranded them as liberty hounds. Orchestras dropped playing Beethoven and Wagner as though their scores contained propaganda. Food was renamed. Sauerkraut became Liberty cabbage. Hamburgers, Liberty sandwiches. Spy mania. Rumours swirled that German waiters and music teachers were flashing lights from hilltops to guide boats. Even children were told to beware poison sweets from enemy shopkeepers. The Zeppelin panic. Stories spread about German agents leaving chalk marks or hung out Washington to guide air raids, and whole families anglicised their names from Schmidt to Smith. Even the royal household abandoned its name for Windsor in 1917. All nonsense, but politically useful nonsense. A generation later, it happened again. German refugees, even Jewish ones, were accused of being Nazi sleepers. Hidden radios, believed to be in pianos or violins, might transmit secrets. Poisoned bread and spy pigeons, tales of bakers putting ground glass in loaves, or pigeons carrying microfilm. Laundry lines as Luftwaffe codes. The Bach and Goethe disappeared from some schools and concert halls. Speaking German in public risked attack. Even Alsatians were shunned. These stories share a structure. Begin with the kernel, an isolated theft, a misunderstood custom, a rumour on social media, amplify with cultural fear. They do not respect our animals, our food, our music. Translate into politics a simple tale that migrants are alien and dangerous. And Farage's swan story matches that pattern entirely. It's almost comic, yet it stirs resentment and distracts from real issues of jobs, wages, housing, and public services. A century ago, dachshund owners lived in fear. Beethoven was treated like a saboteur. None of it made Britain stronger or safer, and today the swan panic is just as baseless. We should recognise these tales for what they are, recycled folklore turned into political ammunition, and it is shocking that somebody who feigns an interest in the history of war should actually be peddling this filth. When leaders revive this sort of nonsense, the right response is not panic but calm evidence. There's no reports, no proof, and plenty of precedent for such myths collapsing under scrutiny. History shows that when Britain is anxious, it sometimes reaches for bizarre animal stories from outsiders. The dachshund mobs of 1914, the spy pigeons of 1940 have simply given way to Farage's phantom swan eaters. It was nonsense then, and it's nonsense now.